It's February 4th, 2022. I got a weird phone call from something in a 559 area code. When I look it up, it has some reference to California, some split in 1998. No idea. I know where my main frame of reference was for 1998 and where my physicality was, but I do not know why that person called. It started off sounding like someone that I used to know. We'll just say initials WT on that one. And then, and that's a Mount McKinley reference. And then all of a sudden, it went with French in the background to confirm what they sell at the French workshop, which, right, it said something about baguette, un fromage, and I don't even know the proper way to say it, but something about fromage, which is cheese, I know. And then, but again, I don't know if that's something that's really done in France. I've never been, and I haven't been to French provincial Canada either. So I'm not sure what that was all about. Then it started playing clips of what I mentioned this evening to my YouTube and my personal Facebook page, the static page. And then it went to something in 2021 in reference to something that was going on within my physical environment, where they mentioned something about Azerbaijan, which again caught my attention, made me look on geographical reference, because again, I'm like, that's a weird mention, something about a birthday. No idea what it's about. I couldn't even retell the story if I didn't have the video. And then, but that was 2021. And then, all of a sudden, it disconnected by rewiring the phone call to something that answered and said something about Barry, Harry, some other variation, and I'm like, what does that mean? I was like, who is this? No idea. And when this whatever Mount McKinley rep from past actual meeting me in physicality in state of New York mentioned he was V, which was weird because it could be voice filter. Who knows? I really don't trust any of you humans. But I'm like, you don't sound like V. Like, again, voice pattern, but whatever. And I'm like, is V like a group? Again, not really clear. So whatever, on glazing over minute details that may or may not be pertinent or informative or whatever. In my memory seems to slip like a balding gear in transmissions, which is a problem. It's lost its amount of grip in trustworthy and reliability. So, point of reference is kind of all I have left at this point, it feels like. I think the Olympics are on. I walked in the living room and the WWE or WWF reference from interior, like North America, was on there, and he goes by the name of ROC, and but he's elsewhere in a bubble today, and so he comes on the TV while I'm standing in New York, and he says, try not to be interested, try not to be motivated, try not to be impressed. I'm like, done. And I walked out of the room. I watched before that some of the flags, though. Again, I've never watched the Olympics before. I didn't know that they had some agreed upon flag ceremony with, I don't know if how the pairing with the countrymen are chosen, but the reference of USA gets confusing because that's never really something that's really well defined. Sometimes I see labels on clothing with it, but again, I don't know how textiles and merchandise and imports exports work either. Being education system is what it is over here. It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole, Cattaruzza. And it's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361. It's Earth, Solar System, Milky Way, Universe, Galaxies, Broken. And it's February 4th, 2022.